What's up, y'all? About to get started in a second. Going to send this link out. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Just give me 1 second, y'all. All right, there we go. Sent the link out. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So the great start to the week so far was a little bit slow yesterday, but kind of makes sense because it was Monday. But nonetheless, we're still able to catch some TPs. Me and members, we just finished the NAS trade that was called yesterday. Hit the final. Was a nice trade. We caught over 10,000 pips on it. About a 1 to 2, almost 1 to 3 risk to reward. Prices are retracing back up now. So we're about to see today if, kind of like I said yesterday, we're about to see today whether the downtrend is going to continue or not, because price rejected this level just like how it did here. And like how we see it did here multiple times. Hit the strong support resistance level. Currently it's been trading as resistance really since September of last year, because it's never broken a state above and treated like a support. But we see price came up here, dropped down, finished the full retracement down. Now it's doing a slight rejection of the support level, which we see on this wick on the daily candlestick. So today we're going to wait and see if price is going to begin the downtrend or if price is going to shoot back up and look for possibly buys. So that's what we're going to be looking for right now, indice wise. And all the indices are pretty similar besides GBPJPY and USDX. GBPJPY and USDX, we'll go over that in just a second. So there's not really any major news until New York session at 8:30. We got the Canadian GDP, and then at 10 a.m. we got this consumer conference, and then later on in the afternoon we got some news for New Zealand pairs. So we're going to wait and see how price is moving during London and going into New York, but it most likely probably won't do the big move until that news comes out. I wouldn't be too surprised or shocked there. And let's delete this because we did not take that trade. And we see here in US30, very similar to NAS, rejected this level, dropped down, came to the 4-hour level, and now it's pushing back up. So we're about to see if price is going to, again, shoot back up, or we're going to see a possible sell continuing down. There's no sound. Give me 1 second. You say you can't hear anything? Let me see. Okay, well, I can hear me on the stream, so I'd suggest restarting the stream. Okay, well, I can hear me on the stream, so I'd suggest restarting the stream. All right, let me exit that so it's not an echo effect. But London did just start, so let's go ahead and look at these currency pairs I was looking at. So give me 1 second. We're in EuroCAD. So looking at GBPAUD. We see a possible sell set up here. My levels are messed up. Give me 1 second. Yeah, but if anyone else in the chat can hear me, comment down below if y'all can hear me, because I just played it on my phone and it's coming out pretty fine, at least for me. So let me know in the comments so y'all can hear me. But we're about to check out some of these pairs and see what's going on. get rid of this because we didn't go for that trade. So there's a few setups we can possibly jump in on. Now I'm not entering this trade. I just like to mark up what we can potentially go for. And let's go ahead and delete that because we didn't go for that. That was from yesterday's stream. Delete. All right, cool. So we're going down the list right now to see if there's any pairs we can jump in on. Let me see. There's a couple things I was looking at. Oh, I was looking at this. I think it already started to take off though. Okay, I'm final urine. Okay, bet. Dang, this thing literally just started taking off this candlestick. All right, so I do like how this is looking. I had this marked off. Let me just make sure the stop loss is decent looking. That's a decent stop loss. So it's literally retraced at the perfect time. I do like how this is looking because everything is kind of dropping right now. So I'm not too against this setup right here. Let me go ahead and write this up. Yeah, so I'm pulling up my other screen and all that good stuff. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go over how we did yesterday and last week. All right, I just got an alert for EuroCAD. Let's go ahead and do this really quick. Yeah, but there's a lot of reversals about to happen. Like I mentioned yesterday, there's a lot of reversals that are potentially about to happen this week. A lot of trend changing is about to happen soon. And of course, the news can change that. What's going to help influence and force that to happen. But just ignoring news and all that, just looking at the market structure and the candle structure, we can see some potential reversals happening with the USD pairs as well as the Canadian pairs. So I do like this setup right here. This would have been a good entry when that candlestick started. But it's all good. I'm going to keep an eye on that. It's still a valid entry. So I'm going to put this on my other screen. And I'm going to write this up because I do like how it's looking. So give me 1 second while I write some of these up. There's a few other pairs I was looking at too. So SL for this, I'm looking at 0875. Yeah, so I like how this is looking. It looks like it's trying to push down some more. So we might jump in on this. I just want to look at the other pairs we're in really quick. So candlesticks did just start. We got a new 5-minute that just started. And we're seeing some retracements as of now with a lot of these pairs. So I like how GBPJPY is looking as well. So we're going to be waiting for GBPJPY, but I like how Euro USD is looking. So we might be jumping on this any second. So from where it's currently at, it's about I'm going to do this. Yeah, it's moving. So we're about to jump in on Euro USD. It might retrace the next candlestick, but I already did a nice retest and all that. And I do like how it's looking. So I am actually going to jump in on this one. So let me go ahead and post a disclaimer. So I'm going to go on Euro USD so y'all see what I'm talking about. Like I said, SL for this, I'm looking at 0875. It's going to be a little bit of a late entry. And it could try to retrace the next candlestick, but I do like how it's looking right here as a sell. So I'm going to jump in on this. But let me go ahead and post a disclaimer first. I might start the streams a little bit earlier than London like I used to, because things are starting to pick back up compared to last quarter. And things are starting to get a move on like a little bit before London, if not as soon as London opens. So I might start 0.35. The stream's a little bit earlier, probably back at 2:30 or 2:30 again. So don't be surprised if you see me do that. Yeah, but this thing's trying to break through this level. So we're about to see if price can do so. Missed a good entry. If we would have got in or looked at this right here, we'd be up a good amount, but price is ripping right now. So we're about to see. All right, so already, yeah, that thing is tanking. That thing is tanking. That's a very strong candlestick. So the way it's going to react to this level here is either it's going to do a nice retest or it's going to continue to dump. But that's a very strong candlestick so far. So with these strong candlesticks, they're either going to continue to blow through those levels or we're going to see a retracement. So I would not be surprised if we see either or, but that thing is dumping. That thing's about to hit the second TP already, which is insane. After I type these TPs up, we're going to look at some other pairs because I'm sure there's some other pairs moving right now. And then, of course, in the comments, if y'all want me to look at any charts, feel free to type them up. Just because I look at the charts doesn't mean I may or may not enter them, but I will give you my honest opinion on what I see and all that good stuff if you are interested in that. But that thing is tanking. It's already about to hit the middle of the zone, which is insane. That thing is ripping. So that thing already hit TP2. So again, with this strong candlestick, it's going to do one or two things the next 5 and the next 15-minute candlestick. It's either going to retrace. Well, it's about to hit the middle of the zone, so it probably is going to be a retracement. But yeah, that's a strong candlestick. Would have been nice to get in on top of that right there. But we're going to take what we can get. So I'm going to put this on the other screen. But like I said, I gave you all the warning. This is just what's most likely going to happen. So don't be too shocked. The full trade can continue to pump this way, honestly, though. Nice wick off that 4-hour. Broke structure, the previous 4-hour candlestick. Got about 2 hours left on this 4-hour candlestick. About to hit it's on top of a wall of price right here. Then we have a stronger wall of price at that yellow line right there. Huge. Yeah, this is a clear drop down. Yeah, so I do like that's a very strong candlestick right there. And then just looking at price, like I said, we're going to see a lot of reversals happen. So this might be the start of the downtrend for Euro USD, because if we zoom out, we can see, I don't even need to zoom out that far, but just to show you how long it's been bullish. It's been bullish since around September of last year, if I'm not mistaken, like most of around September of last year, that's when the bullish momentum started, really started in November last quarter. And we hit the strong support resistance level. So we could be seeing some slight reversals, at least to the daily level, if not farther. Now, I might try to play around before the news, but yeah, just ignoring the news and strictly looking at market structure, we're seeing the downtrend happen and begin for a lot of these pairs. We even see the indices dropping back down. We see those candlesticks were green. Now they're back red. We're still going to leave them alone for now because it's still chilling on the daily levels. But yeah, we'll not be too surprised. I need to clear some of these up right here. We'll not be too surprised with that right there. So we're kind of chilling at TP2. New 5-minute did just start. Like I said, this 5-minute, this 15, if it hits that middle of the zone, we could see a retracement. Don't be too shocked. Now, looking at GBPJPY and USDX, like I said, same thing with the other indices. We can see the downtrend potentially begin. We can see we've been extremely bullish since around the same time, September. Again, not a coincidence of last year. That's when the bullish momentum started. Got back on track around the same time, December. Pushed back up after it hit the strong support resistance level. Then we see right here, we hit this wall of price, and we've struggled for the past few weeks, if not 3 weeks, to make a new high. So we saw price hit this level, retest this 4-hour level. Let me put the arrows up so it makes a little bit more sense. And now we see the momentum is weakening. It hit a retest of this level, shot back up. So we could potentially see the downtrend begin today as well. So the news today, I want to see if the news today will help force the downtrend to begin. That'd be nice. That's what I want to look for. Even US oil, I just had this marked off too. So yeah, everything is literally starting the downtrend right now. Like, it's not a coincidence either. But when you know how to read the charts, it kind of work out in our favor. We just got to get good entries. And yeah, then just let the charts do what they do. But we can possibly see a nice sell setup on oil as well. Went for a sell the other day, I think on Thursday. No, this was Wednesday going into Thursday. Retested that 4-hour level, then dropped. Could have got a sell opportunity on yesterday. But honestly, I wasn't looking at oil yesterday. Price was choppy, and I entered trades already. And a lot of them were in drawdown or ranging or not far enough TPs for my liking. So I just stopped entering trades because, you know, if you're in multiple trades and they're all red or in drawdown, it's not very wise to keep jumping into trades. At least in my opinion, it's not very wise. I like that stop loss right there. We could put it right there, but I'm going to put it right there. Could put it higher. We'll see. I might just keep an eye on that level there. So we just blew through the middle of the zone right before the 15. So again, y'all, do not be surprised if we see a retracement next candlestick, because TP4 just got hit. So make sure to hit that like button, y'all. Make sure to hit that like button. Again, that's just a little bit of perfectionist in me. Literally missed the ideal entry, but still jumped in on the wave and still able to catch a good amount of pips. Y'all should be nice and blue on this candlestick right here. Wouldn't I be surprised if the other USD pairs are doing the same? Out of curiosity, let's just look, right? Yep, look at that, GU tanking as well. So we're going to wait for GU to hit this level here and look for possible sell going into New York there. Let's look at AU, just out of curiosity, right? AU's dropping as well. Let me see when this drop started. Whoops. Yeah, so we see this as well. Price was bullish, and now look, we see the downtrend beginning. So we're going to be looking for a lot of sells. We've been going for a lot of buys, NC USD pairwise, but we might be looking for sells soon. 3, 2, 1, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Okay. Yeah, so we might be seeing a lot of sells come up soon. Same thing with the JPY pairs. There was some bullish momentum. We might be seeing the bears come back into play for a little bit. Price is kind of ranging, consolidating, especially with GJ. It's kind of just been very, very rangy. So I might either just strictly go for like scalp setups on the JPY pairs. I might like tighten up my levels and just go for strictly scalp setups. Or I might just leave them alone and just try to pay attention to the USD pairs and Canadian pairs because they've been moving a little bit more smoothly. I was looking at something else. That's what I was looking at, GBPCAD. So new 15 did just start. Again, missed another entry, a good entry on this. It happens. So, dang, we could have jumped in on that candlestick as well. But it's all good because Euro USD is still tanking. Euro USD is still tanking. Let me see what the next TP is. 0810 is the next TP. Yeah, so we're either going to wait for that to retrace because it's still early. It's still early in London section. Literally just 15 minutes in. So we're going to see if that thing is going to retrace. If not, we're just going to wait for the next best place to enter at and then go from there. I'm not tripping too much about that. That would have been a nice entry though, because we was literally just looking at that. But probably when I was going on my little tangent and spiel about all the pairs, we missed that good entry. But it's all good. Let's go to some other Canadian pairs and see if there's any good entries. Let's get rid of this. That's not ready yet. Let's go to, well, we're just at GBP CAD. Let's look at New Zealand CAD. Nope. All right, that's cool. So let's look at some of these other pairs. CJ just broke this level, so we could possibly go for a sell on CJ. I do like how this is looking. Where would I want to put the stop loss? Okay. Appreciate that, Rick. Those just joined the stream. We only entered one trade so far this stream. We're not just entering it now because we are kind of deep in profit on it. But look here, the next candlestick, we're seeing a retracement. Again, not too much of a surprise. That was a huge rip down, and then we'll also hit the middle of the zone. Matter of fact, let me let the members know for the ones that aren't on the stream right now. EU is in the middle of the zone. EU is in the middle of the zone. Bam. Okay, fix that. Let me fix my TP. Bam, fix that TP. All right, cool. So since that's retracing, let's see if GBPJPY is going to retrace for us. It's doing a slight retracement. I'd be happy even if it comes back to this level here. I just want to see it retrace a little bit. So I'm going to put this on my left monitor so I can keep an eye on that one. Missed that entry. Kind of annoying, but it happens. It happens. Like I said, we missed that entry. We're going to either wait for it to retrace because price is going to retrace, or we just wait for the next best entry for that trade. But we're going to be looking at CJ. because I like how CJ is looking. It's doing a nice retest for us. Stop loss. I'm not going to do too crazy with stop loss. Probably put it right here. Yeah, I'll probably put it right there. Did a nice drop off this level of price here, and really it's just been dropping. It hasn't made a new high since the little bullish momentum. So a sell would make sense right here. Yeah, so sell would make sense right here. So we're going to be keeping an eye on this level. Going to be watching this one. Going to try not to miss another entry because if y'all been on the stream, y'all know I am not as shocked. It's not a surprise I miss entries a lot. I'm trying to get better at it, but it does happen sometimes. But we're going to worry about the trades we're in, the ones we make, because realistically, you're going to miss opportunities all the time. You're asleep, looking at a chart, in a trade, done trading for the day. You're missing opportunities all the time. So when you really think of it like that, kind of helps you think about it like that. Kind of helps you not trip too much. Like this gold sell, missed this gold sell last night. But guess what? We're just going to wait for the next key level and try to get on it from there. But look here, also was bullish, just like the indices and other USD pairs. And now look, downtrend began. And you can say it began on Thursday last week, but realistically it started kind of yesterday and today. really today because it broke this level here. And if you're ever confused on how to identify the trend and know when the trend is changing and know what signs to look for, that will show you the trend is potentially about to switch and a reversal is about to happen, I'm going to drop a link in the comments in a second that's going to help y'all out. And this is what I use literally all the time, every day, to determine the trend and to predict, like I did really on Sunday, because I went over this on Sunday in a video I dropped for the members. But Sunday / yesterday, kind of saw this coming. Like in the video I dropped on Sunday for the members, I was like, you can see all this retracing. Woke up for London session, we saw the retracement, then we got in for sales. Speaking of which, let's go over how we did yesterday in just a second. So this is retesting. So we're going to let that retest, and I'm going to put an alert here so I do not miss stuff anymore, because I'm trying to get better at that. This year. All right. I feel like there's one other thing I was looking at. I was looking at GA as well. CJ, did it really just cross that line that quick? No, it didn't. That don't count. Whatever. Anyways, GA is looking like a nice sell setup as well. Reason why I say that is because if we look on the bigger time frames, we can see price has been extremely bearish. Did a nice retest yesterday and kind of started last week. It's at this daily support resistance level, huge wall of price. And again, just going with what's most likely going to happen, we can most likely see a sell at least down to 74.50, 74.55 from where it's currently at. So that's a good like 60 plus pips that we can potentially catch. And it's at a nice level. Did a retest. All right, if I go on CJ and that, and it didn't break that level, we're going to have to figure out what's going on. I kind of like how GA is looking too for a sell, not going to lie. But let's go back to CJ because it keeps alerting me. Okay, it is doing that. All right, cool. It is trying to break it. Hasn't broken it yet though, but it is trying to. So I want to see what the next 5 minute looks like. But I do like how GA is looking. Kind of broke through my level already. It's at this level here, but I do like this. So I'm going to write this up as well because this is looking like a valid setup as well. All right, let me turn that off because I feel it's just going to keep alerting me every time it hits that. Well, it hasn't broken it yet, but we're about to turn this off because it's going to keep on popping up. All right, so I'm going to put this on my other screen to make things easier. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on my other screen. GB Cash trying to retrace as well. I want to see if price can do that. Could have sworn I deleted that alert, but I guess not. Bam. All right, cool. Cool. Yeah, so we're going to let that retest this level here. And we're going to put this on my other screen. And keep an eye on that on my other screen. Cool. All right, so let's go back to Euro USD. All right, we see the retracement, which I told y'all was going to happen this candlestick. So again, not a surprise. But I still like to let y'all know because again, a lot of people don't know how to read candlesticks, or a lot of people don't look at one. They aren't on TradingView. They're not on a computer, which you should. If you can go on TradingView, go on TradingView. I mean, there's the app. You got a computer, an iPad, tablet. Go on TradingView. It's going to help you out. If you're looking strictly on your phone, that's going to warp your perception of how price is moving and the the levels price is moving on and based off of. So I suggest everyone, if you aren't already, to use TradingView. Okay, so GJ is chilling on the middle of the zone right there. NJ's retraced back up off that level. So still respecting this as a support level. So there still is some slightly bearish momentum. I don't know why that's there. I mean bullish momentum. But as you can see, all last night, it's kind of just been chilling at this level here. I don't know how I feel about that. It's kind of just been chilling here. Like, it's very interesting. It's really just been consolidating. So that's why I said I might tighten my levels up and look for like strictly like maybe like some scalp setups on the JPY pairs. But I like how GA is looking. I'm still watching CJ on my other screen, but I'm gonna write up this GA one. Again, I have not entered this yet. I'm just writing it up because I do like how it looks. So let me write this up really quick. Entry. So SL for this, I'm looking at 76.25. Let me say 76.25. So it's going to be about 85, 90 pips stop loss. But honestly, that doesn't matter. I'm just letting y'all know that so y'all can properly calculate your lot size. But I do like how this is looking. CJ still respecting the daily level as a resistance so far. Let's look at Euro USD. Euro USD looks like it's still trying to drop down. Let's look at the indices really quick. See, the indices are trying to drop down. They are. So again, the news in a perfect world will help. We'll see a dump to the downside going in our favor, because as of now, showing that the downtrend is about to begin. But the news can either stop that from happening. We could see a fake out, then it could happen. Pump and dump, dump and pump, either or. We can see a lot of different things happen with the news. But there's really only about 3, maybe 4 things that's going to happen when high impact news comes on. Like the main news, and I'll go over that in just a second. Looking at these pairs really quick. All right, so we see the retracement. So there's still a possible chance we can jump in on the GBP CAD trade. And then CJ is still chilling right here, so we're just going to let that do its thing. Let's look at oil as well. So oil, I like how oil's looking too, not going to lie. Oil's looking nice as well for a sell. And as long as the price doesn't do what it likes to do sometimes when the news is coming on, when news is coming on for the day, which is literally take a nap and just range in the same price level, we might jump in on oil as well, because I do like how oil's looking. It's looking like a nice sell setup. It's been doing nice drops, doing nice healthy retracements while it's been dropping. We can clearly see that on the 15. We can see that a little bit better when we go on the 4 hour. See a nice drop down to the downside. A lot of wicks, healthy retracements. So we couldn't possibly see price continue to drop. It's already broken this level and retested this level. Has it retested? Did a slight retest. I do like how it's looking though. New 15 did just start. So let me not get sidetracked, because I can talk about charts all day. So we see GCAD pushing back up. Let's see what GA is up to. GA retraced a little bit, but it's still looking red. CHFJPY is dropping back underneath that level. We got a slightly red candlestick on CJ. So there are a few pairs we might be jumping into. Got a new red candlestick for Euro USD. Yeah, so this thing is we're gonna wait. We want to see if price can break this level, treat our resistance, and continue to the downside. That's what we want to see with Euro USD. So I'm keeping an eye on CJ still. Let me see what GA is up to. I like how GA is looking. GBPJPY is looking nice as well. We can see that price is trying to continue to drop down. I do like how this is looking. There are some slight levels of traffic here. It looks like price tried to drop down, struggled to break through this level of traffic, retested, broke above the daily, hit this wall and dropped back down. So if we can stay underneath this level, we could possibly go for a sell on this. But for now, we're just going to be patiently waiting and watching the charts for now. So I'm about to do two things at once. So I'm about to keep looking at the screen, but I'm also going to pull this up while I link that video I was telling you all about. All right, so this is how we did, so we can see everything. Cool. All right, so we're doing extreme multitasking right now. I do like how this is looking. I'm about to wait and see how price reacts to this wick right here. But this is how we did yesterday. So go ahead and read that, and I'm going to go over how we did yesterday. But I'm about to link this video in the chat really quick. Trend. How to identify the trend. And this is your first time on the channel, make sure to click that first link in the description, the free signal room, the free Telegram, because we don't just live stream on this channel every day, London session, 3 a.m. EST, but we also drop videos weekly, trade breakdowns, trading tip videos, like this one I'm about to link right now, which is how to identify the trend and to know when the trend is changing. And in this video in particular, I go over a bar replay of in real time. It's either from a one-on-one session or it's from a group Zoom call with the members. But I go over in real time. Give me 1 second. Price changing directions, changing the trend, and the signs that I looked for that showed me price was changing. If my phone will stop bugging. I don't know why it's doing that. Let me try that again. My phone was bugging for some reason. Bam. Let me do this. I'm about to send it, y'all. Still looking at the charts. Nothing's going on anyways for now. But here's that link. Bam. Make sure to check that out. All right. So let's look at GBPJPY as well. Let's go over this. So this was a trade. The first trade was a trade that I called on Friday, held over the weekend. Ended up hitting TP6, 35 pips, and we re-entered that on the stream, caught 15 pips. TP3 got hit Euro CAD, which was the trade that we were holding still. At the time was TP2, 13 pips, but we hit another TP. We hit multiple TPs. So currently on that one, we just got done hitting TP5. So we're actually up about 25 pips on that trade. SPX called this trade, caught 1,000 pips. The NAS at that time, TP5 got hit 10,500 pips. But all the TPs finished getting hit last night / this morning. So we're actually up a lot more than 10,000 pips on that trade. And there's possibly room for a re-entry if price can break this wall right here. There is room for a re-entry. Let me get rid of some of these lines right here. Yeah, get rid of that. Now stop loss for this. Yeah, that's a decent stop loss. Put it about right there. So it's be another wonderful risk to reward setup. All right, Euro USD is one of my favorite candlestick formations if it continues to play out the way it's looking. But we're a couple pips away from the next TP. And one thing I want to show y'all is this is why I identify these levels. Because again, it's not a coincidence price is showing on this yellow line right here. Just like it's not a coincidence that price was treating this blue line here as a support level, then it broke underneath it and it's treating as a resistance. Right, that's why I trade off these levels, because like I mentioned in my previous video that I dropped, I'll probably link that before I hop off the stream. But we don't control the markets. There's set code, set programming, whatever you want to call it, that price moves and how price moves. If there's a chart, if there's candlesticks, it all applies, right? This works on, as we see, currency pairs, works on indices, works on metals, all that good stuff. Speaking of which, we can possibly jump into some sales. This is a new 30-minute. We could possibly jump into some stuff soon. I like how US30 is looking. Get rid of this so we can enter a buy. Now SPX, his stop loss after hit like the third TP, his stop loss then dumped back down. So I did personally re-enter this, but I know everybody doesn't re-enter trades, but this is why I like to put my personal entries as well as the SL and stuff like that. Because again, SLs are going to get hit sometimes. And I know I'm not the only one that SL will get hit and then price will continue to go your way. That happens sometimes. You can either just leave the trade alone, or if you think it's going to continue to go your way, or if the trade's still looking valid, then you can jump in for a a re-entry. But I like how GBPJPY is retraced back at my level that I wanted to see it retrace at. GA is chilling as well. CSFJPY is dropping again, so we might jump into that. And again, the idea is not to jump into every opportunity you see. So I'm just giving options out, just looking at charts, giving my opinion, but I'm not going to jump into every setup. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to just make my money on the markets for the day and then get out. That's strictly what I'm here for. I'm just here to get my money from the charts, then hop out. Strictly it. Strictly it. And we're doing exactly that as of now, at least. We're doing exactly that. Nice and blue. We're about to hit the next TP here. Let me show y'all CJ. I like how CJ's looking. If it stays at this level here, it did a nice retest. We actually might jump in on this. I'm not going to lie. We actually might jump in on this. A few walls of traffic struggling, but just looking at it, there is a lot of bearish momentum here. And I personally like this setup. Excuse me. And there's plenty of room before GJ hits the next level there, so it's not really a chance. Well, there's still a chance, of course, but not as high as a chance that we can see a random spike or retracement. Let me see what these other pairs are looking like. NJ dropped this. Okay. Yeah, so things are about to get interesting. Things are about to get interesting in a good way. Because remember, this candlestick was nice and green and healthy, but we waited. Why? Because again, just experience and just looking at how prices cause this huge wall of price here. So again, just like I was talking about yesterday's stream, when price is ranging, it's going to break out. It's going to break out up or it's going to break out down. And you want to just wait for that breakout to happen. That way you're not really just rolling the dice and like, oh, I think it's going to do this, or you know what I'm saying? But there are a few moves that we can potentially jump in on soon. GBPJPY is looking nice as well as, okay, scratch that. But now I'm trying to determine which ones I'm going to jump in on. I kind of want to jump in on the JPY pairs. I might jump in on GCAD as well. We just hit another TP though for Euro USD. So make sure to hit that like button, y'all. Make sure to hit that like button. This was a pretty quick move compared to, yeah, we did hit TP5. Again, I didn't do anything different from what I usually do. It's just, you know, sometimes the markets will do the move quick. Sometimes they'll play around and then the move will happen. I had no say. If it was up to me, I'd want that to happen in 10 minutes. You know what I mean? I have no say in what the markets decide to do. All I have to do is just be there, the right place, right time, and then go from there. But I'm about to write up these JPY pairs because depending on what this next 5 minute that just started and what the next 15 minute looks like, we might be going for some JPY sales. So we're about to write this up right here. SL for CJ, I'm looking at 141.10. So it's about a 50, 60 pip stop loss. I'll put that right there. Yeah, I like how that's looking. I like how NJ is looking as well. NJ is looking nice too. This is a nice 1 to 4 risk to reward if it does the full move. Yeah, 84.20. We're going to go with 84.20 on this one. I like to round up because there are those wicks. And then, of course, there's spread. And sometimes the brokers will try to do you dirty, too. There's a lot of reasons why I do that. But that's for another day, another video. Entry. What I say this one was going to be? I said it was going to be, what, 84.20? Yeah, 84.20. Bam. I think we might have hit the final TP if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think we hit it. So, yeah, so that was a nice quick move on Euro JPY. But like I said, I'm probably going to start the streams a little bit earlier because price is kind of done being slow-ish. Because last quarter price was very choppy. And then December, things kind of picked back up, especially indice-wise, because I think all of November, and y'all can scroll up in the Telegram because everything is documented in real time when we entered all these trades and all that good stuff. But if I'm not mistaken, I think like November, we didn't even enter any indice trades, like, because it was just so choppy. But December, we definitely did. And of course, this month until last week, we didn't lose a single trade. We lost 2 trades last week, but before then, we were 59-0 for the month. But yeah, things are kind of picking back up. So I'm probably going to start the streams a little bit earlier because it's not my intention to miss some trade setups because we could have been a lot deeper in profit on Euro USD. And again, that's just doing, I don't even want to say that's being a perfectionist in me because everyone should be doing this. If you're trading, you should be, if a trade goes your way, you should know why it went your way. If it didn't go your way, you should know why it didn't go your way. And then, of course, you should be always trying to tweak and improve on the skill set because you should never get comfortable with setups and the charts. I kind of missed that entry there. I keep getting sidetracked, but again, there's like so many opportunities. But I do like how NAS is looking, so I might, in a second, possibly go for a second entry on NAS because if NAS is just going to keep on dropping. Because I haven't closed this entry yet. I haven't closed this position because it hasn't given me a reason to. Broke underneath, did a retest, and now it's dropping. So I might add a second position in a little bit. And the reason why I didn't trade US30 yesterday, I just stuck to NAS, is because it was just looking like a cleaner setup. But now US30 is kind of looking like a clean setup as well. But again, me talking about the charts and all that, kind of missed the entry on that. But it is what it is. 11,960 should be valid. And then SPX is in the middle of the zone. These are dropping as well. Missed the entries on these. That's why I didn't even want to look at them. But again, we can clearly see the downtrend is about to begin with a lot of these pairs. Oil's looking like a good setup too. Yeah, so there's literally a bunch of different things we could jump in on. Oil just broke through that level, so I do like how this is looking. This would have been an ideal entry. Where is it currently at? Just a couple pips late, but I do like how this is looking too. Let me look to the left really quick. And yeah, this is why I go through all these charts because again, I'm not about to jump in all these trades, but it's just to show y'all literally there's opportunities everywhere. So if you missed the setup, just either wait for the retracement, set an alert, or just go on another chart and you can possibly find another setup. Missed the ideal entry on this. It's kind of annoying, but it happens. So we might be jumping in on these JPY pairs because I like how these are looking. The oil one would have been nice too, but I missed the entry, and I'm kind of picky with my entries. GBCAD's pushing back up. It's a good thing we left that alone. We are in a EuroCAD buy anyway, so out of curiosity, let me see this. Yeah, this is still ranging and stuff like that. Let me see what GA is up to. GA is pushing up as well. Yeah, so we might be jumping in on these cells right here. Yeah, that would have been a nice setup. I mean, oil's still a valid setup. If I wanted to, I could still enter it because it's not that bad. It's not that far off. You just have to slightly adjust your lot size. That's literally it. But I'm going to let that be for now. I want to watch these JPY pairs. Broke through this level. Strong bearish momentum. I want to see who's going to retest, but it looks like it might try to continue to drop. Yeah, I like how these are looking. US30 looks like it's going to still try to drop. So we might enter another NAS position. Might enter another NAS position. So I do like how that's looking. Yeah, I would not be surprised if news causes price to tank. But at this point, for most people, I don't want to say it's obvious, but they might try to do a fake out with this news as well. Would not be surprised about that. Not be too surprised if price tries to do that. But I do like how I was looking as of now. It did just break through that level. So we might be going for another position on this as well. Yes, I'm gonna write this up as well. These are still kind of chilling. I like these for sell setups though. I like these for sell setups. Yeah, I like this for a sell setup. Got about 10 minutes left for the hour candlestick. Yeah, but I like how these are looking right here. Did a nice retest. Boom. So if anyone's still holding this or entry, y'all should be nice and blue. All right. And the same thing with Euro USD. Nobody should end this trade red. We hit all the good TPs. We can see here that we're at another strong wall and support resistance level on a smaller time frame. If I bold this green line up, you can clearly see our price is treating this as a support level, then a resistance level here, support here, and currently support level here. But it could try to break underneath. But again, this trade right here, nobody should close that trade red. Nobody should close that trade red. So we're starting the day off great. And yeah, we're about to enter these as well because I like how these are looking. I like how these are looking, just to be frank about it. So stop loss for this is, now am I going to enter both? That's the question. I'm looking at both of these, but I like how both of these are looking. 82.20, 84.20, minus 83. Yeah, so I like how NJ is looking. Entry is, yes, I'm in NJ. This is going to be a members only play though. But if you're in the stream, of course, we see what I see and like what I see. Feel free to jump in if you want. Like I said, stop loss going to be 84.20. Let me see what CJ. I like how CJ is looking too. oil's dropping as well. So yeah, that would have been a nice entry on oil. But hey, it happens. It happens. It happens. So yeah, I might mark out CJ as well. So I like how CJ is looking as well. Bam. Entry on this is going to be 140. SL is going to be 141.10. I'm about to put the TPs in a second. Yeah, that thing's dropping nice. I like how NAS is looking too. I kind of want to go for another entry on this. US30 is dropping as well. There's some room to break that level there. Yeah, so I'm gonna write this up because I do like how this is looking as well. But first thing first, let me write these TPs up. So give me 1 second. Okay, cool. So if I'm quiet, that's because I'm typing these TPs up. I do all this in real time. So just bear with me, y'all. Just bear with me. Okay, cool. So I'll put the TPs down for this. Do. 140. Yeah, oil is dropping nicely, but it's all good. Now let me type the TPs up for NJ. Yeah, that thing ripped. That would have been a nice entry there. That would have been a nice entry. So I gotta add a new level. So I'm gonna do that in just a second. Yeah, but I do like how NAS is looking. So we might be going for another entry position on NAS. Out of curiosity, I just want to look and see what GA's up to. GA's pushing up still. EuroCAD pushing up. GBPCAD's pushing up. Yeah, so we're going to leave GBPCAD alone for now. Could still be a possible sell setup. But we are in EuroCAD buy, technically. I mean, I kind of closed after I did that drop, but we're going to keep an eye on that one for now. So I'm going to type these TPs up for NJ. Then I'm going to decide if I want to add a second entry on NAS. And then we're going to go from there. So give me 1 second, y'all. Make sure to follow me on both Instagram and TikTok. You see it at the bottom of your screen at playmaker_way for the Instagram, playmaker_way for the TikTok. Same spelling as the YouTube. Make sure to follow both because I post every day on both. Some stuff I can't post on TikTok, so I post some stuff strictly on Instagram and other stuff strictly on TikTok. So make sure to follow me on both. Now, if you want to contact me directly, you can hit me up on Instagram in the DMs at playmaker_way. I respond to everyone within the hour, the earliest, and within the day, the latest. So if you got any questions or you just want to hit me up and chat about something, make sure to follow and message me on there. You can also message me on Telegram if you click the first link in the description. Give me 1 second. Okay, bam. Or you can hit me up on Telegram. Hit the first in the description. Just click that. Hit me up right there on Telegram, like some of y'all do. So we're gonna let these trades marinate and do their thing. And then now we're about to go look at NAS. Did we hit the first TP already? It looks like we touched it. So we hit TP1 for CJ. So if y'all haven't hit that like button, make sure to hit that like button, y'all. Make sure to hit that like button, y'all. Make sure to hit that like button. Bam. Let me adjust that a little bit. All right, cool. All right, put that over there. Cool. I'm gonna need to add a new level for gold. Euro USD still chilling at the support resistance level right there. NAS did a nice retracement back to that entry. So that kind of works out for us as well. So we're going to see what this next 15 is looking like. And look at this. Oil did a nice retracement for us as well also. So we can possibly re-enter these. Or possibly get a good entry, I should say. This is what I say. You know, this is just another example. Price is either going to retrace like it does 80% of the time. And if it doesn't retrace, you miss the dump or the pump. Just wait for price to come to your next key price level. And speaking of key price levels, isn't that still a good setup? You just typed that, so let me answer that again. So it's looking like a good setup, but if I enter, I'm gonna let you know. Especially you're a member, Joseph Swaggy. So if I enter, your guys are going to know. All right. As of now, I'm still holding the position from yesterday that I called for us. For the second entry, have not entered yet. If I enter, you'll either get notified in the advanced play signal room, third link in the description, or it'll be a free play. I'm still debating. Still debating if I want to do this as a free play, because this was a members only play yesterday, even though I did call the SPX play, but we did get stopped out before I did the rest of the dump, because as of now, it did hit all the TPs from yesterday. And again, it does happen. I did re-enter this though, but I know some people don't re-enter. So yeah, but if I do enter another position on NAS, I'm gonna let y'all know. So let me see here. Let's see here. Yeah, but I think that's about it. I think we're gonna be just chilling on that. I might enter 2 other trades. And those 2 trades, it's gonna be between NAS, gold, and oil. So I want to enter maybe 2 more trades, and those are the pairs I'm going to be looking at. I like how NAS is looking. Gold missed a good sell setup. It's either going to, it did a nice dump already for the day. So we're either going to get an extremely huge red candlestick for the day, or we're going to see price pump back up, at least to here, then possibly see the dump. Or we're going to see price come back up to here, then possibly see the dump when the news comes back on. Or again, the news could try to push price back up to here. That doesn't mean the downtrend is over, but it's already a nice, strong candlestick on the daily time frame. But we could see one of these happen again. We could, but just looking at the daily candlesticks, let me not say that. It's the FOREX to the level. Would have been a great sell setup right here. But new quarter, again, the feel of how price has been moving. Plus, it was kind of slow last week. But yeah, I think I'm figuring out how price is trying to move this quarter. So new 15 did just start. Looking at these pairs. Your price is still chilling right there. Let's look at NAS. NAS is retesting these levels here. US30 is probably pushing up as well. SPX just broke past the 4-hour level, so it's not a coincidence. Yeah, so there's only a couple other trades I might consider entering, and that's going to be oil, gold, and then possibly NAS or US30, but one of those indices for sure. And let me just look at your 30 really quick. Yeah. Let me see here. What else was I saying? If you're interested in learning how to mark up these levels yourself, these blue and gold lines you see, click that third link in the description or the second link, because the course is out now. The course isn't just about how to trade Forex. Of course, I go step by step my Forex trading strategy, but the strategy I use is more than just a Forex strategy. It's an investment strategy in general. This will teach you how to read candlesticks, because as you can see, we're on NAS, we're on Euro USD, we're on GBPJPY. Shoot, I can pull up Bitcoin. Like, this works on options, stocks, long-term investments, short-term investments. This is how you read the candlesticks and price on any time frame. Now, which one did I mark up? Because I got it wrong last time. Is this the one I marked up? Yes, it is. Now, I haven't done any recent markups, but just clearly looking here, I had this marked out. I think this was like from a one-on-one session I had, but you can clearly see here how price is reacting very similarly to these blue and golden lines, just like the currency pairs, just like gold, just like the indices. So this is literally how you read any chart. If it's got candlesticks, it's going to teach you how to read it. So you can literally do long-term investments, short-term investments. Doesn't matter the time frame. Obviously, the bigger the time frame, the better. But it doesn't matter what time frame you use. Also, it's going to come with exclusive video content, exclusive trade breakdowns, as well as my fib settings, buy and sell limit strategy that I use. Where are my levels? As my screen is acting, I could have sworn I was on Oanda. Well, anyways, my fib settings, buy, sell setup. I mean, my buy and sell limit strategy, as well as my fib settings, and a lot more stuff. It's a whole mouthful to try to talk about really quick. So again, if you have any questions about this stuff, hit me up on Instagram or on Telegram. But all the links are in the description, as well as linked in my Instagram bio. But yeah, that's going to be it for this stream. Dang. It did the retest for us, and I went on the spiel again and missed the entry on it. That's twice now, but it's all good. Like I said, price will always retrace. That gave us a second opportunity for an entry. Missed that opportunity on it. I mean, I could have still entered if I really wanted to. I'll just have to slightly tweak my my lot size. GA is dropping back down. Let's see what your USD is up to. So we're seeing some retracements happen. Probably because gold hit the bottom of the zone. Yes. Yeah, so this trade is still valid in my opinion. Like I said, you just have to slightly adjust your lot size from, instead of it being here, the stop loss is still going to be slightly the same. It's just going to be a bigger stop loss because it's going to be a later entry. But the trade is still valid in my opinion. Just missed the ideal entry because I was talking. But I am going to see y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm going to see you on tomorrow's stream. And members, you already know I'm going to drop the video before New York session, going over possible setups and also breaking down the trades we're currently in. If you're interested in getting notified all the trades I take, also exclusive video content as well, join the Advanced Play Signal Room. Things the third link in the description. But I'm going to see y'all in tomorrow's stream. Peace.